I bought a broken one wheel to see if I could fix it. I mean, honestly, it's also because I've always wanted one. But either way, let's take it apart. First, let me show you the listing. The photos match exactly what I got in the mail, which is always nice. Comes with the charger. Yeah, let's take a look at the description. So the seller says it charges and powers up, but just won't ride. I have taken it apart to try and troubleshoot it, but I had no luck. That's always a fun one. So the seller says it quit working after the power button got stuck in the pressed position. So let's take it apart and see what we find. Now, I've never ridden a one wheel before. I've never taken apart a one wheel before. Pretty much have never done anything with a one wheel. So this should be a challenge. Okay, so this looks like some sort of controller. Oh, here we go. So that just slides right out. Okay. Now, before we get too crazy though, I want to see what's in the other side. A lot out of curiosity, just since I've never taken these apart before. Must be the battery over here, I'm guessing. Now, half the screws are out of this thing. It still does have some screws, but a lot of them aren't even there. Got a broken post right here for one of the screws. So I think this probably is just the battery, so I'm not gonna mess with that right now. I don't think it's a battery issue. I think it's over on this other side here, probably somewhere in this control unit. Well, that's unfortunate. Definitely broke that connector. These plastic pieces get pretty brittle as time goes on, but also I definitely put a little too much force on that one. So this is actually cool. Each of these are labeled. This says enclosure battery box. So this goes back to the battery box. So that's really cool that they have all these things labeled so you know right what they go for. There we go. That's how it's supposed to work. This white piece acts kind of just like a lock to lock this connector on. It's also not supposed to have all this gravel or sand inside here. So this is for the hub motor assembly, it looks like. Just have these two connectors to go, and we can get inside this piece right here. And there we go. So these warranty seals have already been voided, I'm assuming by the seller that I bought this from. I have no idea if those need to come off, but this top piece isn't coming off yet, so let's see if that'll help. Nope. So I've gotten all the screws out, and when I look inside this case, I can see there's like adhesive, gasket type material around each of these connections, also around each of these screw holes right here. So what I'm gonna do is get some 99% isopropyl alcohol and just start soaking these areas and hopefully get that to loosen enough to get this case all the way apart. Okay, I can actually already hear it separating. Let's try the other side. There we go. And that worked great. So if you're ever working on trying to get one of these off, just use 99% alcohol around each of these connection points right here, and that will get that sticky gasket right off of there. Now I'm gonna look in here for any type of burn traces or anything like that. I'm also not sure why this power button would have gotten stuck, pushed in. It seems like it actually works really well. It's nice and clean inside. So I'm not sure what the deal is there. Charge wires and cable look really good. So let's have a look at the actual board. So can't really tell much on this side of the board. I'm gonna unscrew all these screws, then we'll take a look at the other side. And here we go. Here is the main board to a one wheel. So this area right here is where the connector is that goes to the power switch. So I definitely want to have a look at this area, but also I'm just going to give a general look over of the entire board and see if I see anything obvious going on. And I just don't see anything obvious going on with this board. I mean, the problem might not even be in the board. It could be with something else. I think the next step is going to be to remove the battery pack and check out the board that controls the battery pack. But also I need to fix this whole cable right here. It needs to tuck up inside this frame right here. There's even little holders that keep the wire in there. So I need to fix that anyway. So I'm gonna get this pulled out and then also pull this wire out and get that part repaired. So this screw right here is even kind of packed with sand and debris up in here. It's kind of making me wonder how long it's been like this. I feel like maybe it's been like that for a while, because if it had been taken apart recently, then these screws would likely be all clean in there. So could have been like this for quite a while. That's one of the things about buying on eBay. You never really know what you're gonna get, and you never really know what to believe. Well, not much left of it now. Feel like I should just, you know, take the rest of it apart. In fact, I may need to change the bearings on it, so I might have to end up doing that. Okay, let's see what's inside this one. And we've got the battery pack here, and we got the battery management board. Take a look at that next. Okay, and I don't see any obvious problems here either. Everything looks pretty good. And just for fun, let's check the voltage on the battery. 58 volts on a 54 volt battery, so the battery's good and ready to go. So I've got the Onewheel all hooked up, but with the covers off still, so I can start testing some of these components. Now the first thing I want to do is check and make sure we have battery power coming through this connector right here. So we're going to go one probe on minus, one probe on plus, and there we go, 57.95. We also have the light that came on, so we know that is on. Now let's check battery power over here to the other side of the board. Plus and minus, and 57.95. So we know we have power from the battery all the way to this main board. Now the next thing I want to check is if it connects to the app, if the footboard works, and if it recognizes the angle that the Onewheel is in. And here we're connected to the app. We can turn the lights on and off. Let's check the foot pad. Okay, we've got one sensor working, two sensors working. Now let's check the angle of the board. Okay, and that is definitely working as well. So it looks like everything's registering on the app as it should, which is mostly good news, but we still got to figure out why it's not working. One easy thing we can do is take out our FLIR camera and see if there's any hot spots on the board. We got a component over here that looks kind of warm. 105 degrees, that's not too bad. And 115 I saw on that one. And this one down here is a little warm. So here we're looking at this guy right here, which is this one. And then we're looking at this component and this component. Now 108 degrees, that's really not that hot when you're talking about these components that are kind of regulating some of this voltage and current. So I'm really not too worried about that. I don't see anything on this board that looks extremely hot or anything that is very worrying from a heat perspective. So at this point, I'm starting to wonder if maybe some of these connections were faulty or something like that, and maybe that's why this was not working for the seller that I bought it from. I don't really want to get into too many in-depth diagnostics of the board unless I know for sure that there is actually a problem. And since everything so far looks good, let's get it back together, make sure all the connections are really tight, and if it still doesn't work after that, then I'll come in and start pulling data sheets and start trying to diagnose these chips. Now the seller left me this bag of screws. Actually, I don't even know what all's in here. Okay, screws and bolts. Oh nice, got a broken part there. This was missing when I took it apart, so I'm glad he included that. That's always handy. There we go. Now I need to run this cable through the frame, just like that. So I need to put this piece right here that holds that down. Then I need to install the other two pieces that hold that cable inside the frame. Okay, now that cable is securely inside the frame and it's not rubbing on the tire like it was when we first got it. Now we need to get this control box put back together. First thing I'm gonna do is clean up all this sand so that's not getting in our seal right here. Okay, better. That's not perfect, but that's gonna work just fine. I think they do have new seals you can get to put on here, but these are nice and sticky still, so I'm not worried at all. I'm gonna make sure this connector is also cleaned of all the sand. That will make it easier to get on and off in the future. And now it's time to fit this in the case and get it all back together. Control box is done. Now we can mount it inside the rails of the Onewheel. The other way around. And we got another wire we need to get back in the frame rail. Put the wire guard on right here. Now I think this one goes right here. Since I didn't take this apart, this part was just in the box with the Onewheel when it came, so I'm just kind of guessing here. That's what makes sense though. It looks like it'll fit in those grooves. So we got our Onewheel all back together. Let's connect to the app and make sure everything is working there. Then we'll try it out and see if it'll work. Okay, we've got battery power, that's good. Lights are working, balance indicator works. Foot pad works. So now let's try it out and see what it does. Whoa, there we go. I think we definitely got our Onewheel working. It's just a matter of fiddling with the foot pad. Now, obviously this was just a quick test on my bench that showed that the wheel does work, but it does need more testing just to make sure there's no other problems. So I'm not sure exactly what happened with the seller. I'm guessing maybe when they were trying to repair it themselves, they may have loosened a cable, or maybe there was a cable loose before. I really don't know. But what I do know is I received another broken item that really wasn't broken. It just took me probably reconnecting some of those connectors to get it working. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good one.